Hello, I am RJ with Mike and Andy. Top Emo Songs episode. How y'all doing today?
I don't know. I'm feeling not very emo with this house music in the background.
I just chose a random song. I chose wrong.
Definitely not setting the mood for the episode, but I like
Sorry,
it.
how about this one? Andy, how you feeling? You look a little sad.
The angel from my nightmare, the shadow in the background of the morgue. I don't know. I'm just doing some cool emo.
That was good.
You're the unsuspecting victim.
He was reading that off of someone's live journal.
Listen, I'm committed. I'm committed to this show. I'm committed to this episode. I'm committed to this bit, which is for anybody who's never seen this show and is tuning in. Look at other episodes because this is not normal. But I feel
Andy's does not normally look this delicious.
And you're missing a piece of the. You're missing a piece of the puzzle, though. Your lights in the room are still on. You need to.
I know. I was gonna turn it black. Then you won't be able to see anything.
Perfect. It would just be a voice from the void.
My eye color mixed with the eyeliner is just. I look dead. And I'm already pasting.
Hello, Jordan. How are you? Glad you're tuning in.
Hello, guys.
One of our fans who's home on a Friday night.
Yeah.
I would hope so.
That's because he's a child and he is in bed.
Yeah, so we will try to be careful because most of these songs are about loving people so much that you're willing to die for them in pretty gruesome ways. So we'll talk about that. But yeah, I'm excited. I think this is one of the things, and we talked about this, there are so many good emo bands and emo songs, screamo, emo, all that deal, that I could literally do episode after episode on just this topic. There are bands on this that didn't even make this list that I think we could do a whole episode on. And we'll talk about that later for sure, because I have plenty that didn't make this list. Thank you, Mike and Andy, for those various...
Excuse me. I omitted some of my favorite bands because I didn't think you guys even listened to them. So,
well, that doesn't seem fair. You should throw them in because all of a sudden I might be like, oh, I forgot all about that band.
Well, we'll talk about it later.
Throw one out there. Who didn't you include in this?
Static Lullaby.
Okay, I've heard of them. I don't know them, so I wouldn't.
Yeah. Okay. So back to square one.
I will say there's a few songs on this list that I wasn't completely familiar with prior to us picking it, and then listening to it, I was like, "Yeah, I dig that," and I put it on my list. So, in high school, I had a lot of friends who were into the emo scene stuff. It wasn't really my thing, but like RJ, you, a couple of other of our friends played a lot of these bands and got me into them. And some of the groups that are on this list, like their albums are still ones that I continuously listen to in rotation all the time. And just, I love the music. So I just dress appropriate for the scene.
Yeah, I mean, I was a big Linkin Park fan early in high school. And when I met our friend Dean, he was the one who kind of just fed me so much the emo screamo scene with Thursday and AFI and Taking Back Sunday and Brand New and Cursive and all these bands. And I remember we would take drives, and Andy, you were there. We would take drives with our friends Doug or Dean, and we would just scream songs for drive. We wouldn't even be going anywhere. We would just be driving around screaming. Yeah, windows down, roll up next to somebody else and be screaming our hearts out. I don't know if we were scaring people or not, but it was fun.
I still remember that store, Funky Stuff.
Oh yeah,
we were at a red light, and RJ and Dina just like screaming at the top of their lungs, and must have been like a worker out for a cigarette break, is laughing hysterically at us.
I remember we were going to a concert, Yellow Card actually. It was me, Dean, There was somebody else, maybe Alex, and this girl Serena, and we were driving down to Yellow Card at URI. Serena had never been in the car with the screaming people, and so Dean and I like had the used the whole way to URI, screaming as loud as we could. Luckily, that did not scare her away, but we did go to Yellow Card in something corporate that night, so that was a pretty sweet show. But yeah, hey, if you're here with us tonight and you're like, oh man, I've never even heard of emo, I don't know what's going on. We're going to introduce you to some really good songs, I think, tonight. And I would definitely go out and look at these, listen to some of these. I know a lot of our fan base. You enjoyed a lot of the top 60s rock, the 70s rock. We did an 80s pop and stuff. This is just another subset of music that I think everyone will love something on this list. So check them out if you haven't. I think Andy has a playlist on Spotify that we'll share with this episode later. So you guys can go check it out. But
and for those folks that you were saying that enjoy the 50s and 60s music episodes, you may have heard some of these songs coming from your children's bedrooms when they slam the door after you get into an argument.
That's true. And now, so I have to admit, I watch TikTok quite a bit. I don't have TikTok videos or anything like that. I'm not that cringe, but
not yet.
I'm watching the TikToks, and I'm realizing we're called elder emos. The kids these days are like, they're like, oh, listen to this classic emo screamo songs that my parents listened to when they were kids. And I was like, no, they didn't listen to it when they were kids. I listened to it when I was a kid, and then I realized their parents are my age.
Well, some of these songs came out in 2003, 2002. So
people were born that year. Did you know that?
Yeah.
2003, 2002.
So some of these songs are almost 20 years old. And that makes me feel
people were born after 9/11. Like, that's, I don't know why, but they were. And now they're 20 years old. It's ridiculous.
I know. It's weird.
Yeah.
Time marches on.
And it is weird, right? But then we all have kids that were born in like 2011, 12, and 14. And like, that's not weird. But kids who were born in like 2003, what's that about?
Yeah. Like 2000 to like 2005, like no one should have been born.
That's right.
Like everybody should just went celibate.
Andy wishes there was no pregnancies in those 5 years.
The earth was in turmoil. No,
Andy, there had to be, because it was emo screamo music like this. So people were trying to get pregnant.
That's right. But those birth years just don't seem right. When you see someone write that down, it's like that's not a real date.
My wife is working with someone who was born in like 99. And like this dude is like out of college, like he's like got a good job, better job than I had when I was out of college. And this dude was like, yeah, I was born in 1999. She's like, oh gosh. Man, people who were born in the year I was in high school, it's just weird to me. But anyways, hey, if you're listening and you're born in those years, we love you and we're glad you're watching. And we're glad you were born in those years, even though Andy didn't make it seem that way. But
no, I didn't say I wanted. I just I'm playing the character today.
Oh man.
And well, hey, Andy's the anti-hero today.
All right, well, here we are, guys. We've got quite a list here. We've got everything from Until the Day I Die, Story of the Year, if I can remember right, all the way down to Misery Business by Paramore. Now, I know there's going to be a lot of talk tonight about what is emo music, what is screamo music, what is not emo music. I know a lot of people would hate us for saying certain bands are in this category. And so this is really just opinionated. At the end of the day, a lot of these bands dabble in other genres as well. I'm sure Paramore is probably more dance pop rock now. Under Oath is metal and hardcore at times, but Under Oath's A Boy Brushed Red, Living in Black and White could not be a more emo song. So that's why that's on this list. And there are other bands. Chevelle, The Red is probably more just straight hard rock, but The Red, man, that's an emo song, so we included it. So a lot of really good songs, bands. There are plenty that we missed out on, and I think maybe in season 4 we'll do a remix of this one for sure. Maybe even hit up like top emo bands at some point and just kind of throw it all in there, because there are some bands in here that are my favorite bands of all time and didn't make this list. So, anyways,
agreed.
Yeah. Well, here we are. Thank you guys again for tuning in. It's a Friday night, man. I know there's a lot of people that got some good plans. And so I thank you. It is. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us.
That's right.
Oh, man, I should have posted that I was going to dress up, and that would have brought more people in.
That's true.
Or wear guy liner.
Guy.
You can't see, but I'm wearing tight black jeans with a white belt right now. You can't see it.
You're wearing pants?
Yeah.
That's a first.
Oh, hey, I don't have it with me, but I tried Nitro Pepsi today, and it was amazing. Nitro Pepsi Vanilla Draft. You literally open it. It like has this Guinness beer sound, and you pour it into a glass hard, and it's got a foam, like this much foam. It's super creamy. It's so good. You got to check it out. So I got it at Dollar General. Thank you, Dollar General.
I was just there the other day.
What a sponsorship.
Yeah. Thank you, Dollar General, for sponsoring this episode. It was free.
Thought we were talking about Pepsi, but okay.
We just lost like 3 people.
We lost viewers. They're like, Dollar General? No. They kill animals.
Did they?
Anyways, no, I made that up. I mean, maybe. I have no idea.
Allegedly.
I buy stuff. I don't. Allegedly. I do not look too deep into any company because I'll be disappointed with all of them. So I just eat and buy stuff wherever I want. But here we are. Let's get into it.
Let's do it.
We've got Story of the Year, Until the Day I Die, versus My Chemical Romance, I'm Not Okay.
I'm gonna kick this off, and I'm gonna go with Until the Day I Die.
Really? Okay. I see you.
This song has been stuck in my head for the past 2 weeks, ever since we came up with this list.
Now, I'm not going to, allegedly, I'll say that prior. Story of the Year, I put them in a category with Trapped, where I just feel like if you like these bands, I just probably won't like you.
You're doing it all wrong.
I don't know. It's that similar rock to me. Headstrong sounds exactly like Until the Day I Die. So I'm not okay, for sure.
Well, I know that, but is that
you won't be okay when I pick Until the Day I Die.
I feel like we just kicked out the most emo band of all time.
Well, that's true.
Well, yes, but close.
No. Yeah.
They literally
Until the Day I Die
singing.
is literally the most emo song on this list from a lyrical standpoint.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Hey, I'm Not Okay. My Chemical Romance. They're a rock band from Newark, New Jersey. You might know the vocalist Gerard Way. You might know a bunch of other songs from them as well. This is obviously one of my favorites from them, but they have so many off, 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge or The Black Parade. The Black Parade being, I think, a huge song, but I was I got out of their music by then. So Welcome to the Black Parade, I know, but it wasn't as big as I'm Not Okay for me.
Yeah,
I actually like the other one better.
What Welcome to the Black Parade?
Yeah.
It's a good song. I mean, it's an epic. Isn't it it's where they tried to do that epic kind of rock opera thing with that song, right?
It's very slow, like in the beginning, kind of, then just
it's got multiple parts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was never a huge My Chemical Romance fan. I think because they might have been a little too emo for me. Back when this music was popular, I wasn't really into it. I was more into like death metal and the stuff I listen to now still. But I did like Story of the Year at the time because they have a little bit of heavy metal mixed in with the emo. They're a little heavier. But I mean, listening to the song, I get why it's popular. It's really catchy. It almost didn't even make the radio. The record label didn't even want to release it as a single. They didn't even really like the song and the record at all. When the label first heard it, they were like, nah, this song's not going anywhere. But the band decided to push it. Obviously, it became a huge hit. It was like number 4 on the Billboard rock charts or something crazy like that. So what do those labels know? Those boomers didn't know what they were talking about.
So a big piece of emo is, of course, the lyrics. And so with all of these songs, I kind of dug in as to like the lyrical content and picked out some of the most emo lyrics of the song. And this one starts it off. Well, if you wanted honesty, that's all you had to say. I never want to let you down or have you go. It's better off this way. For all the dirty looks, for photographs your boyfriend took. Remember when you broke your foot jumping out the second floor? I'm not okay.
That album, by the way, is from Three Cheers for Sweet Revenge, and there's another song on there. It's probably my favorite song of theirs altogether, called "The Ghost of You." So if you haven't heard that, go check that out. "The Ghost of You," super awesome song, and again, very emo. But moving on, we've got three.
That dog is crying like it's emo.
Yeah,
it's going outside. We have "The Kill" by 30 Seconds to Mars versus "I Miss You" by Blink 182.
All right, so
Blink 182, you don't really sometimes want to consider.
Yeah,
really
so-
emo, but this song.
So I should have asked: Are we picking the song that we like better, or the song that's more emo?
I mean, it's really it's always our opinion. It's always our opinion.
Yeah.
So I would go with for me, I thought that "The Kill" had a more emo sound. I thought they had a more emo screamo thing than "I Miss You." Blink 182 being a little bit more pop punk most of their career. But "I Miss You" with that dude's voice. There's a T-shirt. Have you guys ever seen the T-shirt of the chorus, because he sings it so oddly? That's a great one. So it's hard for me, but I think I'm going to go with "The Kill" by 30 Seconds to Mars.
What do you think, Andy? Are you torn?
Easy. No, I'm not.
Okay.
Yeah. The Kill.
Oh, you go with "The Kill." Okay.
I know I would get in trouble if I chose "The Kill" over "I Miss You," because Blink 182 is my wife's favorite band. But I am a fan of Blink 182 after Tom DeLonge left. I do not like Tom DeLonge's voice. That is the chorus that you are alluding to there, RJ, on the T-shirt.
Don't waste your time on me. You're already the voice inside my head.
Yeah. Jared Leto is such an amazing frontman. I don't know how he is as a person. I've heard mixed things, but he's a great vocalist.
Really? You've heard mixed things? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've heard mixed things, I think.
I haven't heard anything,
I think you could hear mixed things about just about anybody in this world.
It's true. You'll hear mixed
Not
things
us.
about me just in this episode.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Sorry, wife.
Andy.
Yeah. So an acoustic song by Blink 182, which is a little different.
Very uncommon.
Let's look at some emo lyrics. So I said some at the beginning. But the angel from my nightmare, the shadow in the background of the morgue, the unsuspecting victim of darkness in the valley. That is super
you guys might know Blink 182. If you don't know this song, you might know them from other things like All the Small Things, What's My Age Again. They've been around since what, early 90s?
Yeah,
maybe 92. Still doing their thing, I think, right?
super retro.
Yeah, they're still around.
And didn't one of the dudes, I think Hoppus, just confirmed he had cancer.
Nope, he's in remission.
2021. Oh,
he's in remission.
Awesome.
Yeah,
cool. And then didn't the drummer get in a plane crash or something?
he did.
Yeah, I heard. I actually, after the plane crash, I think they did like some sort of small documentary on his first plane ride since, and it was like a huge deal. Obviously, I wouldn't get in another plane if it crashed.
I wouldn't. Yeah, I'd be walking.
Yeah, and Tom left the band, so you've got Matt Skiba from.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, from. Why am I drawing a blank?
Is that the name of the band?
No. He's in another popular.
Vagrant.
Nope.
Alkaline Trio.
Alkaline Trio. Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
So Matt took Tom's place.
Alkaline Trio. That was another Dean band, but I couldn't get into them. So
yeah, they're pretty good. They're pretty good.
But yeah. All right. Hey, here we are. Moving on. We've got Yellow Cards, Ocean Avenue versus Chevelle, the Red.
Chevelle.
These are actually the first two bands that I can say I've seen live on this episode so far. Yellow Card I saw back in 2004 with Something Corporate and Less Than Jake. And Chevelle I saw with Disturbed and Taproot. So that was
Taproot. That's a throwback.
Mm-hmm. So where are we, guys? Ocean Avenue or the Red?
Chevelle for me. The Red.
I'm gonna go with
that whole record is good.
I'm gonna go with Yellow Card, Ocean Avenue, because that Ocean Avenue is my favorite and really only album that I like from them. There is an album prior to that I like a bunch of songs off of, but Ocean Avenue is good top to bottom.
I'm gonna go with. Oh man, this is a tough one.
Don't do it.
I'm gonna go with the song that's in my head right now, and that's Ocean. No, it's Chevelle.
No, what? So you're doing the red?
Yeah, and the fact that I can't find my notes on Yellow Card, so that has a little bit to do with it too. But
you can't choose them because you don't know what to say.
I don't like Yellow Card. I get why people like Yellow Card, I guess.
Because the Ocean Avenue Yellow Card's great. I mean, you had the violinist guy that would do backflips off the drums.
Yeah, that's weird. That's weird though. That's weird.
That's so
I don't.
cool. What do you mean?
Like the last time I remember a violin and music being cool, like in popular music, was when Tracy Bonham was like popular.
Is every time they bring one out? What do you mean? Oh my word! Okay. When they bring a violin out, I'm like legit band. That's it. You're good to go.
How does Ocean Avenue go? Oh yeah, no,
I don't know. I forgot.
This was a tough one. This is a tough one for me. Yeah, I got it now.
Yeah, see, you make it sound cooler than it is, but the guitar part's not that cool. Yeah.
No, it is cool. It's a good song. It's a good song.
I didn't say it was a bad song.
I liked it so much I didn't do any notes on it.
Wow.
But
all right. Well, first off, we have to talk about the fact that pretty much after Ocean Avenue album, which I think was like 2003 or so.
Yeah, it was like their second
I don't like
album,
them
right?
anymore. They changed their sound. They kind of did some other stuff, but like when Ocean Avenue was out, I mean, they went on a tour with Something Corporate. They had that song Ocean Avenue, Way Away, Only One, which is super emo. So anyways, I like them a lot, and I do like the violinist. Super cool.
I think the problem with this song is it's not emo enough, because the song isn't about a relationship with a girl. The song is actually about reminiscing when they used to hang out and just write music. And that's still pretty much it. I don't know if that's emo, because they're talking about having a good time. They're like, yeah, remember when we used to have a good time?
Yeah, remember, because we don't have it anymore.
Yeah, now they just have a bunch of money and fans. Yeah, that's so sad.
Well, let's look at some of the most emo lyrics of this song. If I could find you now, things would get better. We could leave this town and run forever. Let your waves crash down on me and take me away.
Sounds like a Bruce Springsteen song. Get this out of
Timothy?
here.
You like my look?
Oh, he loves
this. Is just me on a normal Friday night.
That's right. We don't usually record on a Friday. Andy,
well, hey, if you're just joining us, here is our top emo songs chart. We are currently heading into Under Oath, A Boy Breast Red, Living in Black and White, versus Hawthorne Heights, Ohio is for Lovers. By the way, cheap plug. If you are a fan of Ohio is for Lovers, I do have a cover of that on YouTube. Check it out, RJ Gunn, Ohio is for Lovers. It's very good. It's very piano-y and emo-y, so go check it out. But that being said, Under Oath, A Boy Breast Red, Living in Black and White, faux show. Now, Andy, is this one of the songs that you don't know very well? I feel like you don't know Under Oath very well. I might be wrong.
I don't know Under Oath very well. And the song didn't really do it for me.
Wow. Okay.
It was okay, but as far as like on this list, I gotta go with Ohio is for Lovers.
I'm not sure anything beats the lyrics of Ohio is for Lovers for emo stuff.
I think Under Oath might be too screamy for Andy.
Which is weird because our next single is very under.
Is a screamo. So, I just realized the relevancy here. We probably should have played it tonight.
That's why. Yeah.
I didn't think about it. I'm sorry. By the way, I said Under Oath. Andy has said Hawthorne Heights. So where do you stand, Mike?
Yeah, Under Oath all the way. This is actually the song that got me into them. So Under Oath.
Super emo album for such a hardcore band. The actual album is super emo, in my opinion. They get harder in the coming album. I think it was Define the Great Line was the next one.
Yeah.
Which is probably one of the better albums of all time. Well, but
not to get too much into detail, but this was the first record with Spencer because Dallas had left the band. And the two records before this one were like blackened or like Christian blackened deathcore, some weird genre.
Yes, this is the second Christianish band we've had on the album with Chevelle being the other one. Christians in a band. I think Chevelle still is, however. Under Oath obviously went the other way. But they were super Christian for a while. They would do the whole like, hey, let's talk about Jesus right after we screamed this song. I don't even think Chevelle did that much. So I saw Under Oath in a nightclub in Vermont, along with Norma Jean and somebody else that I can't remember. But it was a great concert. Great concert.
Agreed.
So, hey, let's talk about Ohio is for Lovers. Andy, I know you got a line from this song because it's probably one of the most emo lines ever.
There's so many. So I risk and black my eyes.
Yes.
You never stop until my final breath is gone. I mean, this whole, like, every single line is just super emo.
I feel like they just said, hey, let's come up with as many emo lines and make a song.
Yeah. It's considered an emo anthem.
I've never even heard of an emo anthem. But
an emo, well, I mean, read the lyrics. Yeah. But the funny thing is they wrote this song, and this is the most emo reason to write a song. All of the members of the band were away from all of their respective girlfriends. So they were sad. So they wrote a song about it. No joke. This is from the band. So the song was kind of like, hey, it's going to be a really rough year, girlfriends, because we're going on tour. And they were from Ohio. And so that's why it's Ohio is for Lovers.
The explanation of that was hilarious. They'd be really sad.
I mean, that wasn't exactly word for word. That was kind of verbatim, but
I like it.
There you go. Sad song.
Well, it looks like Hawthorne Heights actually sadly lost their rhythm guitarist in 2007. Actually died on the tour bus, which is kind of crazy. It was an accident, but he had passed away in 2007. They actually wrote a song about it and put it on their next album, and I think they might have had another one too. But they're still doing their thing today. They just released the Silence in Black and White album again, and they did acoustic versions of this song and Nikki FM, which is another one of my favorite songs.
I forgot about that song. That's good.
But yeah, that's it. Moving on. We've got Jimmy Eat World, The Middle, versus Emery, Walls. It's Walls. Yeah,
Walls.
For sure.
Man, all right. I mean, my whole
I don't think. Emery is one of my favorite bands of all time. Timothy can vouch for that as well, and Mike, who both like Emery a ton as well.
My cat is named Emery. I love that.
There you go.
Yeah.
I've tried to name numerous children and animals Emery, and it just didn't happen. When we had our cat before this, I said, let's name it Emery. And my daughter was like, oh, Emily? And we named it Emily.
Perfect.
But it was supposed to be Emery. So, Andy, I assume you would have chosen The Middle based on your name.
Yes. I really enjoy this song. I wasn't super into Jimmy Eat World when it first came out. This was a big hit for them.
It's like a breakout.
Number one on the modern rock chart in 2001. Number 5 on the Hot 100 in that summer of 2002. So it was all over the place. Music video. I still vividly remember the music video. It wasn't until like probably within the last maybe 5 to 10 years when I was like, I kind of refound Jimmy Eat World and I started listening to that album, and The Sweetness is another song that I really enjoy. So yeah, and then this song is about I guess they got an email from a young fan who wrote that she didn't fit into the punk scene, and so she said that she just wasn't punk enough for them, and they said, hey, don't write yourself off yet. It's only in your head you feel left out or looked down on. So there's not
that
really
is what they said.
Emo. Yeah, there's not really too emo lyrics, but this is kind of like an uplifting song, you know? So maybe a little bit different, but
they have some really good songs though. I wasn't a huge Jimmy Eat World fan, but that Bleed American album has that song Hear You Me on it, which is an amazing song. Sweetness, The Middle, A Praise Chorus, Bleed American, and then I really love Pain from their next album, From Futures. So they have a lot of good songs that I really like, but I was just never into like buying one of their albums. Yeah,
they're not a band that I got into until my wife, listened to them more and more. My wife. And I've come to respect them a lot more. And even hearing a lot of bands, even Under Oath cites Jimmy Eat World as one of, and Emery even will cite them as one of their key influences because of the way they kind of changed. I don't want to say popular rock, but they kind of simplified things. If you listen to music that was on the radio at the time, everything was like super heavy and hard rock and all this kind of stuff. And then Jimmy Eat World came in kind of out of nowhere and broke through. But still, you got a song like this that's super duper popular. And the singer Jim Adkins, didn't think the song was going to be that popular because it was overly simplistic. It was kind of repetitive, and he didn't even think it was going to take off that much. But here we are talking about it because it is super duper popular. So
interesting too. Jimmy Eat World actually was the first major success on the Fueled by Ramen record label.
Yep.
Which then later ended up having a ton of success after that. Currently, they still have All Time Low, Nate Roos, Paramore, Panic at the Disco, 21 Pilots. But they're responsible, for releases from, Cute Is What We Aim For, Fall Out Boy, Dashboard, Slick Shoes, Travie McCoy. Just a ton of really, really good bands. Great. It was a great record label.
Is Fueled by Ramen the one where they put out 5 singles for $1?
Oh, I don't know, actually. That might be.
That was a ramen joke, if you didn't get it.
Oh, wow.
Because you get five packs of ramen for...
Andre's too fancy for ramen.
I didn't get it either. I didn't get it
Well,
either.
no, when I was buying ramen, it was 10 for $1.
Right. Inflation.
When it went to 25 cents, I was like, are you kidding me? This is super expensive.
I gotta work
25 cents for noodles?
Now it's like $1.25. But anyways, hey, here we are. Next up, AFIs. And he's gone.
And he's done.
We have AFIs. Hey, there you are. You look sad. You okay?
I did, yeah. My screen went out for a second. I don't know what happened.
Did your internet cut out? Because it's emo. That was an emo joke.
I gotcha.
AFIs, Silver and Cold versus Taking Back Sunday's Cute Without the E. I am in an emotional chamber here with AFI and Taking Back Sunday. I'm very upset about this.
An emo chamber.
These are two of my favorite bands from that time frame. So this is going to be tough for me.
This is super easy for me. It's Silver and Cold.
Oh, wow. It's Taking Back Sunday for me.
What? Why are you going to do that to me?
What?
Because this isn't my favorite AFI song.
What's your favorite AFI song? It's got to be Off Singing the Sorrow.
It is Off Singing the Sorrow.
Don't give me that December Underground crap.
That's not a bad record.
It is. It's not. I like that. I like it, but it's not Sing the Sorrow. Oh man.
This is a song that you sang constantly.
I did, but it's because they didn't have Cute Without the E at karaoke.
You sang it in karaoke. You sang it in the GD car constantly. I got into AFI because of you and Dean. And
I know, but Taking Back Sunday out of an emo list.
Now look at me. You owe me this.
You kind of look like you did too.
It's my inspiration today.
This is really tough for me.
It's not. It's so.
It is. AFI Sing the Sorrow is probably one of the best albums front to back. But so is Taking Back Sunday's Cute Without the E.
It's not.
Or Taking Back Sunday's.
I think Kate's trying to remind us that AEW's on right now.
Yeah.
No, that's not until later. Rampage is at 10.
Right.
Let's
speed this up then.
I'm gonna go with Taking Back Sunday.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Andy. It really does hurt me because honestly, AFI Sing the Sorrow again, probably one of the best albums of the emo screamo time frame. Not that it's not around now, but no one cares about the bands now.
Okay. Your sins are into me, my beautiful one.
Your sins into me, oh my beautiful one. This is the song where it goes, oh, like a bunch of times.
Mm-hmm. This is.
I know. I'm sorry.
I like
nothing against Taking Back Sunday, but AFI.
I mean,
is one of the
Here's the deal. I didn't get into Emery until years after Taking Back Sunday, and the reason I liked Emery is because they did the double singing like Taking Back Sunday does. So for me, Taking Back Sunday and Emery, I really like because of the layered harmonies and the layered vocals. Cute Without the E is huge with that, especially towards the end. I love it. That whole album is great. Taking Back Sunday for me has turned into hot garbage like over the last couple albums. But like this album, Louder Now, are
Louder
super
Now's
good albums.
amazing.
But this one, I would say both Silver and Cold and Cute Without the E come from two albums that there is not one bad song.
Yeah, I agree.
Sing the Sorrow, Girls Not Gray, Leaving Song Part 2, Silver and Cold, not to mention none of the, like Death of Seasons is one of the best songs from them altogether.
Why didn't we put any of those songs on this list?
We had.
I was trying to go with the songs that were more popular,
from
those, because I mean people know Cute Without the E. Silver and Cold was a single, but honestly, Death of Seasons is probably their best song on that album. Not to mention, if you remember, at the end of that album, they had a really, really long song and then a break of nothing silence, and then they come back, and that song is probably one of the better songs on the album. Which I can't remember what it's called. Oh, This Time Imperfect. And they have that spoken word in like the middle of it with the old man creepily talking in the background. Like that's so. I used to listen to that. Like This Celluloid Dream was another really good one. Dancing Through Sunday, and then not to mention the beginning with CM Punk's Ring of Honor theme song. Great album.
People on the internet were like, "What the heck is this? I don't know.
What are they talking about? He's just saying words."
Explain this stuff.
Fall Out Boy, Sugar We're Going Down versus The Used, Taste of Ink. The Used, Taste of Ink by far.
Andy doesn't look like he knows what he wants to
Sugar,
choose.
we're going down swinging. I'll be your number one with a bullet.
It's The Used, Taste of Ink.
Yeah, okay. That's what I was gonna say. I'll make this easy, Andy, and go with The Used. But.
Well, again, I think we chose a song that was popular because this is not one of my favorite Used songs off that album or any album of theirs. The Maybe Memories. A Box of Sharp Objects is probably one of the best songs ever from The Used.
Easily one of the most popular Fall Out Boy songs, and one of my maybe least favorite songs ever.
Maybe we shouldn't have done this. Maybe we should have gone with the songs that we liked.
Actually, we're going down.
I mean, I do too, but it's not. I never bought a Fall Out Boy album.
Oh well, I have. They're definitely more poppy, now, but I mean the music video was pretty cool when it came out. They definitely had an interesting sound, a more mainstream sound. I enjoyed it. Yeah, I've been dying to tell you anything you want to hear. It's just who I am this week.
I mean, Fall Out Boy has Patrick Stump in it, who did some really cool songs with Gym Class Heroes. And Cobra Starship as well.
And he wears that funny hat.
Yes, his voice is ridiculously good, by the way.
Yeah.
He does have
is that the one with the deer feet?
Yes.
Deer feet at the end, yeah.
Yes.
He did what was that song he did with Gym Class Heroes? I can't remember.
I can't remember off the top of my head. Whoa.
Cupid's Chokehold. He did Cupid's Chokehold with Gym Class Heroes, and then he came back with Close Off from Gym Class Heroes as well. He also does some vocals with he does vocals with New Found Glory too on the King of Wishful Thinking as well.
What is going on at your house?
Is your baby okay?
It's
not like a large
cats. They have knocked over the plant over here a number of times.
Oh, great.
So I'm kind of upset about it. But
these cats are bringing more entertainment than us. It's Friday night, people.
That's right.
I don't know what to do with my hair.
Well, next up, we have behind this this thing here. I can't. Oh, there we go. Beating Hearts Baby by Head Automatica versus Paramore's Misery Business.
This is actually really tough.
It is. I'm going to go with Paramore's Misery Business only because I actually like almost every album from Paramore. And Head Automatica, I only know 3 songs from them. I actually saw Head Automatica open up for Coheed and Cambria and Avenged Sevenfold. And that's where I first heard Beating Hearts Baby. And it's a great song. It's so good. But Paramore has evolved and adapted. And their latest album with the dance pop stuff is probably their best album to date. One of my favorite albums of the last couple of years. So Misery Business for me, even though this is the song they don't play anymore because they don't like to down women.
Yeah, they don't like the questionable language they used.
Before
Timothy, you got to go with more Used, man. That first Used album, that is Emery all the way. Like that's just that good screamo stuff, man. Go check it out. Sorry, Andy.
I don't know what happened with my notes. I'm missing like half these songs. Before a couple weeks ago when we came up with this list, my pick had been Misery Business, but I'm going with Beating Heart Baby.
Okay, all right.
This
is up to you, Mike.
Yeah. Let's see. I don't know. I like both of these songs a lot, actually.
Yeah, but don't you remember?
I do. I remember that a lot.
I just wanted to do that.
I do.
My kids were making fun of Beating Hearts Baby today because of the fact that he goes wow in the background like 150 times.
Well, that's because that's what he does in his other band. He sings for Glassjaw.
So I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's the singer for Glassjaw. He started Head Automatica when he started writing music that didn't fit the.
I'll have to go back to Glassjaw. I don't know if I've ever heard them.
Their new record's really good, actually. Worship and Tribute would be their most popular. Probably not your thing. It's kind of weird. Sometimes it's not even my thing. I have to be in the right mood to listen to it. But I guess I just talked myself out of it. So I'm going to go with Paramore.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Why not?
I wasn't into Head Automatica. Like I had never. The only time I heard of them was from this rapper called Cage, who's a very emo type rapper. I was on Def Jux, and he had this song. I think it was called Scenester. He's talking basically about this girl who's just trying to fit into the scene, the emo scene kind of a thing. And he's like, "Put me in your Head Automatica folders" or something like that. Like, listen to my songs essentially. I loved the, I guess, the inflection of his voice in this song, like how he sings this, like those little ad libs kind of in the back and stuff really make it for me. Of course, with the emo lyrics as well, the beating of your heart, baby, in spite of you, even out of you, still I love you, all of you. Super, like
that's very emo.
I legit only know 3 songs from them. I know this one and The Razor, which are off the same album, and then Graduation Day off of their Propaganda album. But they do have a song called I Shot William H. Macy, which I do need to go and listen to at some point.
And Andy, you would appreciate this. This band is Daryl from Glassjaw and Dan the Automator.
Oh,
Nakamura. Nice.
Nice. Well, hey, here we are. We are in the top 8 now. Until the Day I Die, Story of the Year versus 30 Seconds to Mars, The Kill. I'm going to go with The Kill again with 30 Seconds to Mars and the Joker. Right? Joker?
Yeah, he was the Joker. The one we don't talk about.
Ah, man. I'm undecided. I'm like,
I don't think you can do that.
I'll make it easy. It's The Kill.
All right.
And the only reason I say that is because I like the record Story of the Year put out after this much better than Page Avenue. And
I think Page Avenue is the only one I've ever listened to.
Oh, the one after this was really good.
What is the name of the one after that?
I don't recall.
In the Wake of Determination?
Yeah, that one.
I don't know if I know anything off of that.
They had a couple singles, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think I know it. I don't think I've ever heard of anything off of that. I also don't know a lot of 30 Seconds to Mars. I'm just going off the song, and The Kill is such a great screamo song. Like the screaming in that, so high pitched, super rough. I love it. It's great.
Yeah, his vocals are awesome. But we'll get there. But yeah, Story of the Year. Sorry.
On an unrelated note, or related to Timothy's, I just tried to watch The Suicide Squad, which came out on HBO Max, and I got through like the first 20 minutes and I stopped. John Cena's in it.
Well, wait a minute. But when I watched 20 minutes of a game show, it's not enough. But you
couldn't get through the wall with singled out hosts. How do you not get through that?
Yeah, it was literally a wall for me where I said enough is enough.
Andy couldn't get through the wall.
Chevelle, the red.
Hey, wait, RJ.
Oh,
If you die right now, you know that I died too. Super emo lyrics until the day I die. This song has been in my head.
I'll bleed my heart for you.
Andy, you remind me of the time when I wish I knew who I was.
This used in the trailer for Friday Night Lights. It's still, I feel like it's still out and about. Like it's still a popular song. So
it hit number 12 on Billboard.
Number 12
Billboard charts.
Number 12.
That's pretty popular.
It's pretty popular. Yes.
Chevelle, the red versus Under Oath, a boy brushed red living in black and white.
Oh, we have the color red.
Oh, that's true.
Both.
Chevelle and Under Oath here. Both. Oh, it's the battle of the semi-Christian bands. Chevelle and Under Oath. I'm still not convinced Aaron Gillespie is not completely Christian still. I feel like he's like hiding it a little bit so he can get back into Under Oath. He's like, oh yeah, that Jesus. I kind of know him still.
He's Aaron's in the band.
No, I know. I'm saying I think Aaron's in the band now, and he's just going along with the whole "we don't like Jesus" thing.
Oh, I don't.
Dude came out with a worship album like a year ago.
I think they're all at the point where they're just amicable and they're friends and they're cool with whatever each other's beliefs are.
They've been through some stuff.
They have. Have you been watching the YouTube documentaries about the new album?
I have not, but I did listen to a couple podcasts from, I think Emery did a podcast on them, had a bunch of them on. So, but I'm going to go with Under Oath, a boy brushed in red.
I'm going to go with the other color, the red.
Crimson.
Sorry. The crimson back.
Ruby.
Yeah, sorry, Chevelle. Got to go with Under Oath on this one.
I was going to be outnumbered on this one. It's okay.
I like them both. I own both of these records.
The threat is real when his sight goes red again.
It's very emo. A song about a kid getting so angry he literally sees red.
Sees red. All right. Well, hey, anything to say about Chevelle? Again, I saw them back in 2004-ish with Disturbed and Unloco and Taproot. It was way up in the DCU Center area. I can't remember what it was called. I want to say, I don't know if it was the DCU Center, but I went with my Walmart crew back in the day.
Man, 2004. Some people were born then, RJ.
That's right.
I know. Can you believe it? I didn't think there was anyone born there.
Beginning of the episode for those of you just joining.
They used this song in Kane's 2021 Hall of Fame induction ceremony.
Did you say Kane?
Cool.
Kane. Yes, Kane, the Big Red Machine.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Not Taylor Swift's Big Red Machine? That's a record label. I know that sounded.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I didn't know where you were going with that.
like my dog's Big Red Machine?
It was the record label that she fought to get her music back from with Scooter Braun. Keep up, man. Keep up.
I'm not up on my Taylor Swift.
You need to know your pop music news.
I think my guy liner is fading.
Well, hey, Tristy, you made it just in time because we have Emery's The Walls, or just Walls, versus Cute Without the E, Taking Back Sunday. This is a hard one, man. This is what I just said. The dual vocal harmonies at battle right now. But I have to say, Emery does it 100% better. The Walls.
How does The Walls
I don't know why I keep saying The Walls. Are you listening?
Yeah, listening. Listenang.
It's their most famous song ever.
Listening.
They do that song acoustic and it still rocks.
Oh, the acoustic version.
With the E, without the E go?
That's the guitar. It's Walls, though, for me. Sorry, Andy.
Well, clearly, since you guys can even hum me any words from Cute with the E, so
no, yeah. it's oh man, it's the your lipstick is called the Don't Bother Angel. I know exactly what goes on.
All right, I'm gonna go with the Walls.
Yeah, Walls, man. Emery is the band that literally they can do a full song screaming and then do a fully acoustic set that sounds country and just vocal harmonies everywhere. And it's almost, it's just as good, if not better. They've come out with multiple versions of songs over the last 20 years that are better than the last. Like, it's just so good. Emery Walls moves on.
I knew
Let's
I
talk
was
about Taking Back Sunday.
I knew once you guys were like, "Oh, we gotta get Emery on this list," I was like, "Forget about everybody else." Like,
So,
well, you know, maybe I guess if we're gonna talk about, yeah, I don't know, that's tough. But Taking Back Sunday is known for one of the most emo lines in any song ever, and it is from "You're So Last Summer" off of the same album as "Cute Without the E." They say, um, "I'll do what I got to. The truth is you could slit my throat, and with my one last gasping breath, I'd apologize for bleeding on your shirt." That is the most emo line.
It's very
ever.
emo.
So I won't go over my emo lyrics. That's fine.
His are more emo than yours.
Yeah, I mean, it's about he finds out his girlfriend's cheating on him. He's confronting her.
Yep.
The Take It Back Sunday, that album was the fight with Brand New. That was the one where they had, what was it? There's No I in Team, in which they take a portion of Brand New's song and actually sing it in the background of their song. Brand New, however, has it won. I think at some point they basically say, "I hope you drink and drive and die," in one of their songs.
Hot take.
Back Sunday.
Hot take. I still like Brand New better. Yep.
They do have better songs, but I think I know more Taking Back Sunday. But Brand New's "Jesus Christ" is probably one of the best songs of all time.
So good.
So is "Desert."
Testament?
What's that?
Is that in the New Testament?
Yeah. No. It is a great song, though. It's. I mean, first off, yeah, whatever. I got nothing. Thank you, Trista. Someone's here for Andy's eyeliner. It's not me, but yeah. Hey, we're in the last one here of the top 8. We've got The Used, Taste of Ink versus Paramore's Misery Business. I'm going with The Used.
Oh, this one's easier for me when I go with Paramore.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I told you guys when we were discussing the songs that I was never a huge Used fan.
But have you listened to the first Used album?
I have, yes.
Because A Box Full of Sharp Objects, On My Own, best songs ever.
It might be the only Used album I've heard from beginning to end. From beginning to end.
They do change dramatically, though. If you want even like, I mean, they've got that Bird and the Worm, which is a great album too. But yeah, I'm going with Used. So Andy, you're the man here.
Oh, so here I am. It's in my hands. And I'll savor every moment of this when I say The Used is moving on.
All right.
Yeah, I knew I could fit those lyrics in somehow.
Man.
Now, I can't say that I'm upset. Wait, I don't know if I said that right. I am upset. Paramore is a great band. Still a great band. However, I've heard multiple talks about how basically the whole band quit on Hayley Williams in the first album because she's tough to deal with. I'm not sure if that's true. But man, did they have so many singles that I like. I mean, you're talking everything from what we were just talking about to Hallelujah, Crush, Crush, Crush. That's What You Get. The Only Exception. And then new stuff. Like, man, that new album, After Laughter, Hard Times, Told You So, Fake Happy, Rose Colored Boy, Caught in the Middle. They even have a song on that album with Me Without You. Great stuff. So,
fun fact, Aaron from Under Oath was their touring drummer while Under Oath was on hiatus.
I did know that. Yeah, that was really good. Yeah.
And Paramore was nominated for the Best New Artist at the 2008 Grammy Awards. They did lose, however, to Amy Winehouse, but still just to be nominated.
Who's laughing now?
Damn good. Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I think Paramore has gotten better with time. That After Laughter is their best album to date. And it sounds nothing like earlier Paramore.
Yeah. They've definitely
so good.
Sound a lot.
But hey, here we are. We're in the top 4. We have 30 Seconds to Mars, The Kill. We have Under Oath, A Boy Brushed Red, Living in Black and White. We have Emery, Walls. And we have The Used, Taste of Ink. But before we get into that, we've got something else as well. If you've been living under a rock, then you wouldn't know that it's time for dad jokes.
This is the moment all my kid have been waiting for.
This is a Mike production. I think you're the one who came up with this idea, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and I apologize to everyone that you have to endure this every single week because these jokes are terrible. But we still enjoy it. We even do this when we're not doing the show.
That's
we
true.
Text dad jokes to each other. We will.
We only watch wrestling talking in dad jokes.
That's right. We watch wrestling, very similar to what you're seeing here, but with wrestling. And then we also just tell dad jokes and then tell the other people that we should have saved that joke for the show because it's funnier than the actual jokes we tell on the show. So, RJ's winning. I'm losing. Andy's in the middle. Yeah, I don't know how we got to this point.
Jimmy Eat World, I'm in the middle.
That's right. So don't count yourself off yet. All right, here we go.
This guy.
Hey, RJ.
Hey.
My wife is depressed. I won't.
Sorry.
My wife's depressed. I won't let her color in my tattoos. She just wants a shoulder to crayon. No. All right, okay. All right.
It's okay.
All right.
RJ, you gonna
it's
go?
you, RJ.
Oh, I'm second. I didn't realize I was up here.
That was funny than my joke.
Okay, well, luckily I didn't vote for you then. So, man, two guys were in the park the other day playing chess, and one guy says to the other, "Hey, how do we make this more interesting?" And so they stopped playing chess.
That's it. I actually told that joke today, and
really?
I enjoyed it a lot. Yes, so I have to go with RJ on that one.
Oh, come on.
Okay, that's kind of
my joke was way better.
It might have been.
My joke was way better. Good. My kid went to bed at a reasonable time.
All right, RJ, you're up again.
Man, I'm having a little trouble picking. I need to make sure I do something good here. Okay. Hey, I don't know if I told you, Andy and I do music together, but I'm also in another band. It's called Dyslexia. We just released our Greatest Shit album. It's great.
I think you're going to tell that one.
I wasn't going to, but I felt like I needed to really get out there with this.
All right. I'll step my game up.
We'll bleep it later. I apologize.
Just for this.
That's fine. My kid's sleeping, so
if you have dyslexia, you didn't even hear it, so you're good.
That's right.
All right.
You're like, oh, Greatest Hits album.
I have jokes that are appropriate for today's episode.
It's true.
Hey, Mike. What do you call an emo a cappella group? Self-harmony.
Word.
As much as I hate it, I'm giving RJ another point.
Oh,
dang,
man.
Man, we need to donate to Right Love on Our Arms after that.
All right, Andy, hit me.
Listen, I don't agree with the jokes.
That's true.
Hey, oh, they don't want to hear this one. Hey, how many emo kids does it take to screw in a light bulb? None. They all sit in the dark and cry.
Why didn't I go for emo jokes today? I missed.
I was going to, but I thought we had probably heard them all at some point.
I've heard the one Andy just said, but it's still funny to me.
Oh boy! All right. So you guys know I moved into a new place, so I've been unpacking. But I can't find my Gone in 60 Seconds DVD. It was just here a minute ago.
Oh man, this is a tough one. I've heard Andy's before. I've heard yours before too. I liked your delivery though, so I'm going to go with Mike on that.
Let's go. I'm still in last place though.
Sorry, Andy. I apologize.
So no help there. That's it.
All right. Well, hey, we are in the top 4. But before we get there, we're in the top 4 here. We've got 30 Seconds to Mars by The Kill by 30 Seconds to Mars versus Under Oath. A Boy Breast Red. What is wrong with me?
What?
A boy brushed red, living in black and
A
white.
boy's breast is red.
In all fairness, emo song titles from that era, way too long. A lot of ellipses.
There is not too long. If you listen to any Panic at the Disco, there's no such thing as too long.
Ellipses and parentheses and open and closed brackets.
Can we talk about Panic at the Disco is the only difference between Martyrdom and Suicide is press coverage? Or there's a good reason these tables are numbered, honey. You just haven't thought of it yet. Good albums, good titles. But hey, Under Oath, 30 Seconds to Mars. Where are we? I'm going with Under Oath.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm going with The Kill. You can't tell me any different that The Kill is not the better.
You need to go and listen to Define the Great Line from Under Oath. That whole album's hot fire.
I don't have to do anything besides.
Yeah, not really an emo record. It's more of like a post-hardcore record. But
yeah.
This is tough because I was a 30 Seconds to Mars fan before I was an Under Oath fan.
And our boy from Monty's fan club ended up being the bassist for 30 Seconds to Mars.
Oh, did not know that.
Well,
all I knew was the drummer is his brother.
I think he's still the bassist. Actually, he had to take a break to come and do the Monty's reunion there.
I don't think so. I don't think they even. I think it's just Jared and Shannon now, and like some guy on the guitar.
Well, let me look it up so I can prove you wrong. No, you're right. Yeah, it's just two of them.
Okay. Yeah, I follow them on.
Oh wait, no, he is the current touring musician.
Oh, okay.
He is not in the band. He's the touring bassist.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, it's still Under Oath.
All right.
Yeah, we did all that talking about 30 Seconds to Mars for nothing.
Let's talk about him. Steve Aiello from Monty R.I. is the touring bassist. He's also done a lot of work with Mumford & Sons, Cobra Starship, Rapture Ruckus, Of Mice and Men, We Came as Romans, Anti-Flag, a bunch of really, really good bands. Born in Cranston, Rhode Island. So that's a pretty cool connection to 30 Seconds to Mars. And obviously we know about Jared Leto, who is also a great actor as well.
Yeah.
In a ton of stuff. American Psycho, Panic Room,
Fight
Girl
Club.
Interrupted, Fight Club, yeah. House of Gucci just recently, which I have not seen. And he played a transgender woman in Dallas Buyers Club as well, which I haven't seen as well. But I heard it was great acting.
That's a really good movie, actually.
Yeah, this song was on the Billboard Modern Rock charts for 52 weeks. It's the longest running hit in Billboard Modern Rock history.
Interesting.
Hey, you guys voted out.
Yeah, we did, and it dethroned Crossfade's song "Cold," which was on.
That's a good song too. Actually,
yeah, that is a good song. That was on the.
Is that the "Looking Back at Me"? I see that I never really got it right. I'm just getting more stuff for the trailer for next week.
That's right. That's right.
It's gonna sing this whole way away.
The lyrics basically are a sentiment to what I feel right now. That's bury me, bury me. I am finished with you, and you do this.
Well, the song is not about a relationship with someone else. It's a song about being in a relationship with yourself, confronting your fears and the truth about who you are.
Cool.
That doesn't sound very emo at all.
No. Well, here we are. Emery Walls versus The Used, Taste of Ink. This is about as bad for me as Taking Back Sunday and AFI.
All right, that's good to hear, because I was going to say, let's just pull this Band-Aid off and get with it. But it's a Taste of Ink for me.
All right. I'm going to go with Walls.
Yeah, it's Walls. It's Walls for me.
All right,
well
hey, there it is.
For this one. So this is
The Used. Let's talk about The Used here, because honestly, some of the best concerts I've ever been to have been The Used. Andy, have you been to a Used concert with me? I went to go see Used at the Strand, and it was The Used, Taking Back Sunday, The Presidents of the United States of America, Stray Light Run, and Monty R.I. Probably one of the best lineups in the history of the world.
Was it like Barack Obama and like
No, it was Lump. And something about
Peaches.
Postmen.
I'm not a concert goer. I have sensitive ears, so
they have earplugs, Caitlin, you were at that show? Nice. That was a great show. I went with a friend of mine. I think it was Steve. I'm not friends with him anymore, but it was a good show. Andy, you and I went to a show not too long after that at Lupo's as well. We went to Fort Minor.
Oh yeah.
Fort Minor and like Frosty the Bear or something like that. Can't remember his name.
I think Little Brother was there.
Little Brother. That was. I keep thinking Brother Bear.
Little Brother.
That's how I got there.
Homestar Runner.
Little Brother, Brother the Bear, Frosty the Bear. That's right.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Honestly, great show though. The Used, Taking Back Sunday. Straight Light Run's one of my favorites too. I'm not sure how they're not on this, but literally Existentialism on Prom Night is the name of their song. How are they not on this list?
I don't know.
This Used album is one of those ones that I still listen to.
So good. So good.
I don't know how we got to Straight Light Run from his other band, Further Seems Forever, which was like a straight edge hardcore band.
Wait, hold up. Are you saying the guy from Straight Light Run was from Further Seems Forever? Because I thought he was the dude from Taking Back Sunday.
I think it was both.
Really?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Because I like Further Seems Forever as well.
I think so.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't know. Right now, I'm seeing the Straight Light Run is the guy John Nolan from Taking Back Sunday, but I don't see anything about.
Maybe I got the bands.
But anyways, hey, they're an awesome band. But The Used, like you were saying, that first album, man, Dean again got me into that. But that's that first album with On My Own, that kind of acoustic album acoustic song where he screams at the end. Yeah. Poetic Tragedy, which has like the highest pitch screaming I've ever heard. But yeah,
On My Own is a really great track.
That's a great song. We used to yell that in the car much.
Yes, you guys definitely did.
Yeah.
Well, at the
here we are.
I kind of knew what they were going to be.
I'm a little surprised Under Oath made it this far. I do like Under Oath, but I thought it was going to be more like Taking Back Sunday.
Because you guys are like, that's all you've said this entire time.
I mean, Under Oath's great, but like I thought The Used would be here or Taking Back Sunday. Well, they can't beat Emery.
I do have to point out that our even though this bracket is randomized, it seemed like the right hand side of the bracket was way more emo than the left hand side.
That might be true. Usually when I randomize it, it turns out pretty well. But like this one was very heavy on the right side. I think we got rid of a lot of
Randy Meiser knew.
Maybe, but here we are. Boy Brushed in Red, Living in Black and White versus Walls. That's Under Oath versus Emery again. Battle of the Semi-Christians.
That's right.
Here we are. Emery. I'm going to start with Emery just because I like them a lot. Emery is got something for everyone. They do the screamo thing. They do the hardcore thing. They do acoustic. They do some like acoustic country stuff. They got piano-led music. They do different versions of multiple songs. They've been around since 2001 or 3. I can't remember. Walls being their first big hit. But they do some covers.
Was recorded live.
And it's so
awesome.
good.
Rub some dirt on it. Oh man.
Yes.
So
they also are on the Punk Goes albums where they do a cover of an 80s and 90s songs. Toad the Wet Sprocket, one of the better songs on those Punk Goes albums. But man, and they also have a podcast out there, Bad Christian, the Bad Christian podcast, which is super cool. I actually went down to Nashville to see them do the Bad Christian conference, which was pretty sweet. And it also had the return of As Cities Burn, along with some other really cool bands. Derek Minor was there, a Nashville rapper, and King's Kaleidoscope, which was pretty cool too. Anything to say about Emery before we move on to Under Oath?
Are you listening? We read 1,000 pages. They're torn and on the floor.
Look, man,
their
lyrics are super emo. Okay.
That album also might be one of my favorite albums of all time. I mean, from start to finish, the whole thing is amazing. I think it was somebody. Yeah. Well, the question's good, but I think Walls or whatever that The Week's End might be my favorite album from them, from top to bottom. The Secret, one of the best songs. So good.
They're all
But
good
RJ,
songs.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
Can you feel your heartbeat racing? Can you taste the fear in her sweat? You've done this wrong. It's too far gone. These sheets tell of regret.
I admit that I'm just a fool for you. I'm just a fool for you. If my kids weren't sleeping upstairs, I'd scream that. So.
There's a lot of swinging of guitars. There was snow in that video. Man,
which one are we talking about? I feel like there's snow in
Under Oath.
Informer. Yeah. He was in there. That's awesome.
Yeah, Informer was in the video.
Under Oath, as you said, Under Oath actually originally started with Dallas Taylor, who then went on to do Maylene and the Sons of Disaster.
And they're coming back this year.
I heard that. And yes. Aaron Gillespie also did The Almost, which is a great one too. Aaron Gillespie also has 2 albums on his own, which is more of the hard rock worship type stuff. But the Almost
like, oh yeah, oh really?
I think that's my baby, actually. Oh no, that's my cat. I can't hear. I have these things in my ears. I can't hear. I can only hear what's coming through the mic. All right, well, hey, here we are. Under Oath versus Emery. Top emo song of all time, A Boy Brushed Red, Living in Black and White versus Walls. Where are we?
All right.
Since Andy
I voted for neither of these songs.
Yeah.
Throughout. Actually, no, I'm sorry. I did vote for Walls against Cute Without the E. I did not know these songs prior to coming into this list. But I favor Walls. That's my pick.
Wow. You kind of just took the fire out because I think all 3 of us are going with that, or at least I am. Walls, for sure.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a clean sweep here.
All right. And that's only because Emery's just the overall better band, in my opinion. Emery still comes out with albums that I love. Under Oath still doing their thing, don't get me wrong. But by the way, Andy, you heard Walls, but go and listen to Walls acoustic. Super good. They actually don't do the screaming. They do vocal harmonies layered. So
self-harmony.
Yes. Well, they do 3 vocalists. Well, sometimes 4 because they have Toby, and they have Matt will sing. Devin does the harmonies. Right. Josh screams and sings. So they actually do 4-part singing. Which
also, by the way, if you haven't heard it, Toby has a band called Toby and Matt, which came out with 2 albums. It's all acoustic stuff, super good. And then Devin Shelton came out with an album or 2 as well. And it's a kind of a concept album of a person getting cancer and going through that, and it's super good. And he also has like an R&B group called Divinitely or something like that. Divinely, I can't remember. But it's super good. He has such a cool R&B voice, which is really cool. So I'm not surprised. I don't think Andy is either. He seems a little upset about this, but
he's been upset this whole time. He's very emo.
That's true.
Emery, Walls. That's it, man. Hey, let's talk about a lot of the bands that didn't make it.
We didn't have Brand New.
I know that doesn't seem right.
Yeah, Brand New's not on here. I forgot to put Scary Kids Scaring Kids on my list. They're very emo.
Me too. I think one of those guys died.
The singer died.
Super sad.
They just released, or they're about to release, a new record where they have a guest vocalist for every song.
Oh, okay.
It's cool
and weird.
The current I don't know if you would call him emo, rap, rock, whatever. That guy Mod Sun.
Oh yeah, Avril Lavigne's boyfriend, I think.
Yeah, so he was the drummer for Scary Kids Scaring Kids before he became Mod Sun. But he took over vocal duties when they released a single that was sort of an in memoriam to the previous vocalist. I can't remember his name. So yeah, they're still around.
By the way, I know people are gonna throw out a bunch of stuff that we missed. I think we're gonna. I would like to do this again and come up with a whole nother batch because there's so many. Mike, any other ones that you would have added in?
I'm trying to pull up my list.
You do? Coheed and friggin' Cambria. Don't know why they weren't on here.
I don't consider them emo though.
What? They are super emo. I mean,
they're like progressive rock.
I mean, yes, but a Favorite House Atlantic and like Wake Up and just some really good songs. But Coheed and Cambria, I agree, brand new. Boys Like Girls, Anne Boleyn, Cursive.
From First to Last.
I don't know if I know them actually.
Senses Fail.
Dead Poetic. Finch is another one. Hello Goodbye, super good. Panic at the Disco, Red Jumpsuit Apparatus, Say Anything, Secondhand Serenade, even Simple Plan. I'll give it to them. Something Corporate, Piano Rock, Stray Light Run, and then Thursday for me, for sure. Thursday.
Yeah. Thursday's way emo.
I'm surprised we didn't put the Ataris Boys of Summer on here.
Yeah, the Ataris were good. They were like 3 or 4 songs I really liked from them, but
I also had Miss Murder from AFI. It's a song
that's on the December Underground album.
Yeah. There's another song that I've always loved. They're a little bit more punk, but they're called Unwritten Law. It's a song called Seeing Red. If you've ever heard that, I love that song.
That's a good one.
My Chemical Romance, Welcome to the Black Parade. I like that one better than I'm Not Okay. I had a bunch of Simple Plan songs on here too. Hoobastank was
Hoobastank. Yes, Hoobastank.
Stank.
That's a callback, everyone.
The Sweetness of Jimmy Eat World too. Another great song. So
Dashboard Confessional, yeah.
Dashboard Confessional, yeah. There's a bunch.
Oh yeah,
we could probably do a remix of this one.
All right. Well, hey,
you guys have to wear the eyeliner next time.
Maybe that's the guy I was thinking of that was in the hardcore band.
Vote. Do you think I should wear this more often? I want to see.
No.
I vote. I vote no.
That was shot down.
Yeah, I appreciate everyone joining us on a Friday night. It looks like a good amount of you came back to join us on Friday, so thank you. Either you really love us or you really had nothing to do tonight. So
it's just Friday night.
But huge thank you to everyone who joined us tonight. We are coming back next week, if I'm not mistaken, and it's going to be the best acting by a musician. So best acting by a musician next week. We hope you join us next Thursday. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. Anything else to say, guys?
Don't be sad. Just because this was an emo episode, if you're going to go listen to music, be happy. We told everyone to go listen to these songs, so don't get sad about it. They're good songs.
That's true. And go listen to a lot of Emery.
Yeah, just listen to Emery, actually.
I mean, just try your best. Try everything you can. Don't you worry.
Are you doing more stuff? Oh, and also remember, our podcast is not available.
And next week, April 1st.
Yes.
RJ and I have a new single coming out on all streaming platforms called The First Time. And then there's not 1, not 2, but 3 remixes to that song. So actually we have 4 songs coming out, the 4 Horsemen. This is a mix of screamo, I say kind of like electronic type, and some hip hop in there too. There may or may not be a guest vocalist on the track. I guess you guys will find out. I think we'll have a sneak preview next week. For you guys who like Under Oath, this is going to be right up your alley.
I like Under Oath.
Yeah, well, you'll like me. I don't know. Hey, I will tell you, this is actually the longest we've ever worked on a song. This started a year and 2 months ago. It started
2007.
That's true. The lyrics are from 2007. Yeah. Lyrics are from 2007. And we actually started working on this together in January of 2021. And we finally finished it just 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. And we're following that up with hopefully a couple other songs. We've got another one coming out mid-April. And then I am still trying to convince Andy to let me release my rap song. So we will see.
We'll get it done. We gotta.
But hey, thank you for joining us, and we'll see you guys next week for another episode of Udabia. Hello, you didn't ask for it, but here we are anyway. You dab me a hello.